Hey, it's Shawn Hart in Sydney, Australia, and not for the first time, but for the best time. And I run into my old friend Amy Wees. Not that you're old, but just that I've known you for like over a year now. And we're at Southern Cellar Fest, which is my first trip here. Amy, it's been a remarkable experience so far. We're kind of in the middle of doing lunch during day two. How's the event been for you?
It's been so amazing. Like all the speakers so far, you were up today, your
I
talk
was.
was awesome.
Thank you.
And, the energy here is really great. The food is great. All the sponsors are here. Been a really great event so far.
So, Amy, in your opinion, what makes Southern Cellar Fest unique other than the fact that they're on their own continent? I know you travel all over the world. I've been following you on social media. Why Southern Cellar Fest? What makes this such a unique event?
Well, I would say that there are so many, the content is what makes Southern Cellarfest great. They really have brought the best speakers, not just from Australia, but from around the world. And just the content that's being shared here is really, really incredible. And the whole experience of Southern Cellarfest is really great because they have a packed schedule full of not just watching presentations, but like last night we did a VIP dinner where we had a panel there and we, had amazing food at the where were we? We were at the museum, the
Somewhere
Museum of Art, right next to the harbor. Amazing
exactly
view.
across from the Opera House.
Yeah, so I think it's just, all of the events that they have planned for us and so many networking opportunities and opportunities for us to be able to connect with each other and learn together. And there's already been so many business changing conversations happening here that have really been awesome.
That's what I was going to ask. So, Amy, you were here last year, right? During the initial or the very first Southern Cellar Fest?
I was not
You
here
were here?
last
I
time.
thought for sure
Yeah,
you
I
were here.
was here in Australia last year for another event.
Oh, okay.
However, and that was, I believe it was after Southern Cellar Fest the first time. So I ran into Jamie. We did my first Australian football game, and it was so much fun. Got invited to come back here to Southern Cellar Fest 2023 and speak at this event. So I'm just honored to be here with so many amazing other speakers, and
You're
it's
giving
going
me
to be great.
goosebumps. Honestly, they've done a great job, and the level of the sellers who are here, the attendees, and the networking has just been second to none for me. Even yesterday, before the festivities kicked off, I was talking to and networking, sharing ideas with so many sellers that I otherwise wouldn't have contact with in the States. So
Hmm.
for me, Amy, the live events is more about networking. Sure, we get to tickle our brain with new ideas, new insights, new technologies, but working with other sellers instead of being in our bubble helps me grow. How do you feel about the networking? How important is that for you?
Yeah, it's amazing. In my own business, I committed to going to as many events as I could, and it really changed everything. It opened up so many doors, so many opportunities. And even since I've been here, the conversations that I've had have been really great. Not only me helping others, but just the things that I'm learning from my fellow business owners, that the things that they're doing, and that's really helping me as well. So it's always a win-win.
Like the bombs that K Square was just dropping in the green room. Pretty crazy stuff. I'm not sure he's going to make it public, but I can't wait to get involved in that. So for sellers out there who are seeing this, Southern Seller Fest 2024 as it comes around, I know it's a long trip to make. You have to cross international date lines and fly. I think my total trip was 22 hours, and I had a pretty direct flight. So for those on the fence thinking about, no, I'll just sit through another virtual summit, which are great, but they can only move you so far. What say you, Amy Wees, for those who are on the fence thinking about maybe joining us at a future event?
Well, I've already had two people tell me that the things that they've learned here just on before we even started the event, just in the networking events alone, have changed their business and changed their future. I met one person who was going to give up on their business and was in a really sticky situation, and we gave them one tip, and they were like, wow, okay, now I don't have to give up on my business. Like all that kind of stuff, it's game changing. And you're, like you said, you're not going to get that at a virtual event. You do have some networking at virtual events, but there's something about that personal connection. There's something about connecting with others, and this e-commerce community is so amazing. So, you know, commit to it. Make a decision to get out and get to the next Southern Seller Fest, because it will change your business. You will make friends. This e-commerce journey can be lonely, but it's just really, really incredible to be here with so many others coming from all over the world. Like, we've got people from all over Australia, but we also have people coming in from even from the States, from Europe. So, there's no excuse not to come to Australia and be here with us and come to great events like this.
Truer words never spoken. I know last evening at the VIP dinner, we got to, it was have dinner with the speakers. So each speaker had a different table of all new, unfamiliar faces, which was amazing. This is Amy Wees from Amazing at Home. Before we go, Amy, what's the biggest challenge that sellers are facing as we move into the new year, and how can we avoid it?
Well, I would say the biggest challenge that sellers are facing right now is all of the constant changes that are happening in e-commerce and in search. AI is changing a lot of things very, very quickly. So how can we avoid it? We can avoid it by coming to things like this and learning what is happening and how people are dealing with it. Everything is changing about search, about our ads. We just learned from Ritu last night that exact match doesn't mean exact match anymore, and those campaigns aren't working. There's so many things that are just changing on the fly, and I know all sellers are frustrated by that. So it's okay. We don't have to be frustrated. We can really learn how to operate and how to even conquer it and make our businesses even better despite all of the exciting and frustrating changes that are happening.
I love it. My name is Shawn Hart, hanging out with Amy Wees. Amy, how can folks find out more about Amazing at Home?
You can head over to amazingathome.com, and you can even submit your listing for a free review. I'd love to send you a video, confidential video, me going through your listing and telling you how you can improve it.
A valuable review at no cost.
Exactly.
We avoid the word free, right? All right, thanks a lot, Amy.
All right, take
You're
care.
natural. Appreciate you and
Thank
everything
you.
you're doing.